explain you what is the oogenesis, that is formation of ovum in female. This process is called oogenesis. Formation of sperms in males is called spermatogenesis. So let's discuss what is oogenesis. So first of all, there is a primordial germ cell. This primordial germ cell gives rise to oogonia. 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 These are all diploid. Okay, this is also a diploid thing. Similarly, in spermatogenesis, males will have spermatogonia. Spermatogonia. This is diploid. Okay, so this is the mother cell. So you notice that gonia and gonia, these are what? These are diploid cells, mother cells. Okay, this oogonia will produce primary oocyte, and this will produce primary spermatocytes. By how they are producing? By mitosis only. Mitosis, and this is also 2n. Okay, now this primary spermatocyte, this will undergo meiosis. When it undergo meiosis 1 and give rise to secondary spermatocytes, and this will give rise to, but in female it is not that simple. It will also undergo meiosis 1 and give rise to what? To also undergo meiosis and give rise to secondary oocyte. Then this will give rise to one primary spermatocyte will give rise to 2 secondary oocyte, and 1 secondary spermatocyte will give rise to 2 spermatogonia. These round things are spermatids. These are called spermatids, and this one also will give rise to 2 spermatids. Total we have 4 spermatids. So 1 spermatogonia is giving rise to 4 spermatids. And if here you see it is complicated, how it happens is one primary oocyte, meiosis 1, secondary oocyte, and this give rise to ovum. But problem here is this is not this much smooth. This oogenesis begins in the intrauterine life itself, and this oogonia will undergo mitosis and produce a primary oocyte before birth only. So before birth only, all primary oocytes are there. Maximum primary oocytes are present at the 20th week of intrauterine life, and till birth the number from 7 million it reduces to 2 million. Okay, now these primary oocytes are at birth and they are actually arrested in meiosis 1, prophase 1, and this meiosis 1 is arrested and it will continue only after puberty. When puberty occurs, there is the gonadotropins release and LH will be released, LH surge will be there, and ovulation will occur. And when ovulation occurs, what happens when ovulation occurs? The meiosis 1 will complete, and the oocyte will come out of the Graafian follicle, and this oocyte will complete meiosis 1, and it will release one ovum and it will release one polar body. Okay, then what happens? Now this secondary oocyte which is there now, this secondary oocyte is now arrested at the meiosis 2 metaphase. Meiosis 2 metaphase, it is arrested, and this will only convert to the egg ovum only if the fertilization occurs. So this is your secondary oocyte, and it is arrested in meiosis 2 metaphase, and this is actually haploid, and this one is also haploid, secondary spermatocytes. But this one is diploid. Okay, so it is arrested in this phase, so it will divide. It will give rise to polar body and ovum. Ovum is big because it contains a lot of cytoplasm, because it needs energy, to develop into embryo, zygote, and embryo. So this polar body, at the time of fertilization only, this thing occurs. Okay, or else the secondary oocyte will get degenerated and menstruation starts. But if the ovum is fertilized, what happens here? The graphene follicles, it will convert into corpus luteum. So this was all about. Check it out.